Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. This is kind of a twofer video. Remember that camera I bought a few weeks ago? I don't know what I spent on it, 30 bucks, give or take a little bit, 25. This is it. My Sony is gone, so we might as well be using this one. So that's first of all. Second of all, I was on my way home today and I ran across, this pile of free stuff. So you guys know I'm a big fan of the free stuff. So let's start with this. This toolbox was in there and I just kind of grabbed it and put it in the truck. It appears to be in pretty decent shape and all. Obviously it's made out of plastic and I didn't even look inside, but it came with old-fashioned welding helmets. When I learned how to weld, that's an old-fashioned cheap welding helmet. Those are the kind of helmets I actually used back in the day. So I thought that was a really cool find. I also, in that same pile was this Craftsman Lawn Mower. Says it has an Eager 1 on it. I think that's a Tecumseh, and if I understand the date code right, it's from 2006. See that date of manufacture? I think I got that right. It's in a lot better shape than the one I brought home for 25 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever it was. The blade is not destroyed. I think I'm showing it to you. There you go. So I'm happy about that. It did rot out there, and they put a patch over it. You see the 4 pop rivets. So there we are. I checked it, the blade does turn around and so forth. So not bad for free. This is kind of interesting. It's almost like they deliberately set it to be more upright. Well, whatever. You guys know that I like to use my lawnmowers as metal detectors, typically big hunks of steel metal detectors, so they don't last all that long. So I'm always happy when I find a free one to subsidize with. These I actually found upstate. I happened to be visiting a friend, and they were lying out there with the free sign on them. I believe what they're for is to like floor joists. They kind of put them in between them so that they don't weeble wobble as they shrink and so forth. That's what I think they're for. Some kind of that's what I think they're for. I could be wrong, and if I am, please let me know. It looks like that kind of harpoons into something and you put a nail through it, and this looks like it just kind of harpoons. That's what it says on it. I don't know, maybe they're for acoustical sealing, I'm not sure. With the lawnmower and toolbox pick came this copper. It is heating system copper, and for those of us who care, the difference is how thick is it. Heating system copper is typically thinner than the copper for your, there you go, just to get an idea. It's thinner than the copper for your normal plumbing in the house, and the reason is twofold. First, it typically doesn't have the pressure. Second, normally you cut your heating system down to 7 psi or so, your hydronic heating system. Second, you have the same water circulating through it, so it's not as acidic. You're not constantly bringing in well water that could be acidic, and not bringing in city water that, municipal water that could be acidic or even basic, that kind of consumes the pipes and makes them leak. So yeah, typically the stuff they use for heating systems is thinner. Even steam, they don't put on that many PSI through it, though. Normally that's steel pipe. And lastly was this ladder. I believe it is for a swing set. I'm probably gonna cut it down. I have a couple of red. The Taylor Dunn is red, and that one workhorse, Easy Go workhorse golf cart with the robin in it, they're both red. So I was thinking at some point, you know, for when kiddies come to visit, that I could kind of make them look like a fire truck. You know, particularly the Taylor Dunn. There's a lot of seating to that, so one could load up their parents and, you know, take them for a ride on the trail, and with the ladder and some lights, maybe, you know, something like this fire light, right? The Taylor Dunn, right? The ladder, the fire light, the Taylor Dunn could look like a fire truck, and once again, it also seats 6, so the crew could go for a ride on it. So anyway, I'd say that's pretty cool for free. I'm happy. Harvey likes the free stuff. I need to obviously get better. I need to process this thing. Either it's got to work, or I got to, you know, am I pulling the tires off of it, or whatever I'm doing with it, I have to make happen. Because I have quite the cluster of lawnmowers at this point. And, you know, a lawnmower is fixable or not. If it's not fixable, it's parts. I mean, and by not fixable, I mean anything's fixable, but it doesn't pay to put $100 into a lawnmower that's worth $100, right? You go buy a new one and use it until you hit a rock, and then it goes on the fixed pile. Anyway, I really want to thank you guys for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and I want you to get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.